The Starting Five, a DraftKings production, live from the compound, where we sit down with the NBA's most relevant culture crafters for in-depth conversations you won't get anywhere else.
The Starting Five, live from the compound.
Peace, what up, my guy? What's good with you? Welcome to the compound, good brother. Got your brother here.
How you doing, baby?
What's up, Daddy? Have a seat, good brother.
Thank you, sir.
I told him, man, welcome to the compound. What you think about the place, man?
Love it, beautiful.
So let's go into football, man. Like, let's talk about, that was your first love, right?
Right.
How special was you seeing your career? Because to me, I only seen the highlights,
Right.
but you were just as nice in that as ball. Like, how special was it knowing that you had those skills in football?
Like, people say that I'm crazy when I say I was better. You know what I mean? Like, in football, I ain't fibbing at all. You know what I mean?
To see.
Yeah, like people in Virginia, like, they'll tell you, like, y'all don't understand. Like, he was different in football. You know what I mean? And I, wholeheartedly believe that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't just patting myself on the back. I really wanted people to see what I could have been. I'll probably even lift weights if I would have kept playing. if I would have kept playing football, you know what I mean? Like, I was better in football than I was in basketball.
When did you have to make the decision?
I got locked up. I got locked up in high school, and I was recruited by every college in the country. You know what I mean, for football. I was the #1 high school player in the country in basketball and football. I got in trouble in high school, and then once that happened, like every school stopped recruiting me. Every school. You know what I mean? I have no options. You know what I mean? And my mom went to Georgetown and begged Coach Thompson to save my life, to give me an opportunity, to give me a chance. And he did it, and here we are. So it wasn't a choice that I had, you know what I mean? Like, and and another story, I remember, like, I had to pass the football field to get to practice. to get to practice every day, you know what I mean? Man, I used to cry, like every time, like to where it got so bad to where I had to take the long
route.
Yeah,
All the way to the gym.
you know what I mean, to the gym. Man, every day I like, until I got tired of it, I was like, fuck it, man, I'm just gonna
Take the long route.
take the long route. You know what I mean? So I don't have to be reminded of what I really wanted to do. And I remember I went in there one day, like, Coach, man, I want to play football. Like, what you think? I can't even express the vulgar language in which he told, and from that point, I never thought about playing football again. Like, from that point on, I never, thought about it again. I never looked back on it. I never regret it. Never. You know what I mean? I sent flowers to the judge, you know what I mean, when he died, to his family. It was God's plan. You
can't stop it.
You couldn't stop it. You can't stop it.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? That's why I just love being me. I love being who I am. I love the people that love me. You know what I'm saying?
Accept
like,
you for who you are.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Cause I know I'm like, I make mistakes. I'm human. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like you. There's nothing evil inside of me. You know what I mean? Like, I love being who my family and my friends and my fans love. I love that guy. You know what I mean? And I thank my mom and my dad all the time, because they ain't perfect.
Well, somebody we know who helped get you through this, man, was John Thompson, man.
Man, Coach. Man, Coach saved my life. You know what I mean? Like, he would tell you, you know, he'll tell you, you know, like he did that for me because of mommy, you know, because of my mom, you know what I mean? And I used to always joke with him. And I'd be like, I was bad too now. You know what I mean? Like the greatest feeling that I ever had was coaching them used to talk in the bathrooms after the games. And we had just played Seton Hall. And I had I think I had 40. And he was like, that's a bad little motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, that motherfucker is incredible. And when Jerry came out and told me that, that's when my confidence level just
clicked in.
Oh my God. You know what I mean? That's what took me to a whole nother, that's what made me who I am today.
One of the illest things, man, seeing it and living in Philadelphia, your relationship with Philly, man, it's in Philly, you know it's one of the hardest places,
right,
I think, in the world.
Right.
To you know, but you embraced Philly outside of the game.
Listen to me, dog. Damn. I don't want to get emotional about them people. It's tough, yeah,
Philly,
but not to me. Like I hear about everything that go on there, and but that's Newport News. That's Hampton, Virginia.
Yeah,
like
it's the same place.
The same
place.
It's the same, man. It's evil. Because everywhere.
It's a fact.
You know what I mean? And it's beautiful people everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's beautiful everywhere. You know what I mean? This so crazy, man. The relationship is like, I mean, how long I've been retired? Like 13, some shit like that. 13 years, 14 years, whatever. And it's the same. It's nothing different. Like it's the relationship is the same. Like some people, you know, some people died, some people, you know what I mean?
Moved on.
Passed on.
Yeah.
All that, you know what I mean? But you go there, you see the same people in the relationship is still the same. Like it was like we grew up together. Cause I remember they was fucking with me in the beginning. Like they was booing me, and you know what I mean. We weren't good.
Yep.
You know what I mean. They was booing me. I was off the court. I was getting in bullshit. You know what I mean. And you know there was something that they've never seen. The NBA, the world has never seen a guy just being him and cool with it. You know what I mean? Like cool with being him. What am I coming to a game, my perspective as 21 years old, what am I coming to a game for? When I go played in Rucker Park, I had my diamonds on, I had my sweatpants on, my do-rag, you know what I mean? I'm going to play basketball.
I shouldn't be nothing different.
You know what I mean? Where I come from, the only time you wearing a suit is
funeral.
Court.
Funeral.
Or church.
Or church.
Yeah.
Church, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going, and then after the game, I'm going to Fridays, and then I'm going to the club. What I got on a suit for?
It's no reason.
You know what I mean? And then the stereotype is so fucked up in this world and the way people look at shit. You ever seen Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah.
All right, so when they robbed that jewelry store, what they have on?
Suits.
Black tie.
Yep,
White
clean.
shirt. Black
tie.
shoes. Yeah, black shoes.
These motherfuckers are straight killers.
Yeah, all the gangsters are killers.
Gangsters. Al Capone had on a suit every day. John Gotti had on a suit.
Heat had on a
every
suit.
day. Yeah, the motherfucker cost a lot, but still, he got on a suit. So that defined, cause I'm dressed like this, man. I'm a better man
being like
to
this.
people than your pastor at your church. I'm a better man. I love way harder than you. Don't no man love harder than me, than I love my family. Do you know how much money I would have if I ain't give a fuck about nobody but me and my family, just me and my kids, and my girl for 31 years? Yeah. Do you? I mean, dog. And I ain't the perfect. I've been with her since I was 15, 16 years old, dog. I've been through a divorce and right back with her months later. But I know
how you love, though.
I know I'm the best friend. I know I'm the best son. I know I'm the best brother. I know I'm the best teammate. You know what I mean? Like the greatest compliment that I've ever had being in the NBA is my teammates saying, long as we got him,
we all right.
We can beat anybody. Everybody's, man, you took this team to the finals. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Man, I went with some dogs.
Yeah, you couldn't do it by yourself.
Hey, yo, come on. Hey, Allen, you go do what you do. You put the ball in the hole. I don't give a damn if you shoot 50 times. Score enough points for us. They got the rest. Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, Dikembe, Theo Rattler, George Lynch. You know what I mean? Like Jermaine Jones. They got the rest. They gonna do everything
that you ain't gotta do.
Bro, I was always, I'm go ahead and put it out there. I was always, like, I ain't never pressed up, like I couldn't stand when people pressed up on me because it would make, like, you trying to convince yourself that I'm gonna get in his ass. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's when I would hit you with that thing. You know what I mean? That's when I hit you with, like, when the pressing up against you, like, are you serious? You know what I mean? But I knew my had handles, so I never pressed up on nobody and tried to be Eric Snow or Aaron McKee and you know what I mean?
D like that.
Yeah, like I always knew. I always knew I wasn't no defensive dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But passing lanes, I led the league in steals for 3 years in a row and never made even honorable mention. All defense.
Wow.
But look, and let me tell you the bias ass shit. Larry Hughes did it the year after I did it. Led the league in steals, and he was first team All NBA.
Wow. So let's talk about the time that when you got in front of Jordan on the court. You know, you was like, now you like, I'm here.
So the thing with Mike, like I was telling my homeboys, like, yo, like if I get the opportunity, I'm gonna try my move on the best that ever did it. And the craziest, if you're a hoop head, if you think about it, cause I ain't know nothing about, I think it was like preliminary stages with the hands up, you know what I mean, with me doing the hands up. If you look at this, if I would've, I made the shot, but if I would've hit it with the hands up too, and then brought it back, you know what I mean, it would've really been crazy. Yeah. But the dopest part about that is if you think about it and you watch the play, he still almost blocked it.
He almost recovered.
He almost
like I hit him with it.
Yep.
And he still
was back on it.
Did he go twice? You
hit him twice.
No, listen.
Came back.
Man, I hope, man, because I love this dude. I love you. When I hit him with the first joint, if you know the move or if you know anything about hoop, I'm like, oh yeah, I got him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's all I wanted.
And then I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like now I'm gonna hit him with the real deal. You know what I mean? And I hit him with the shit. Like if you think about all of the hundreds of dudes that I did it to, they out the picture.
Yeah, they gone.
Yeah.
He was
right there and still almost
getting it.
Almost blocked it. And I remember that same night, I was like, you know, I'm starstruck. So the same night that we talking about in Charlotte, I was like, I love you and this, that, and the third, blase blah, whoop de whoop. And he was like, man, you don't love me like that because you wouldn't cross
do that to me. You wouldn't do that to me.
You know what I mean?
you was the bastard child for the whole league today. You know, from fashion, just being yourself, jewelry, the list goes on. When you realize like, wow, I'm just being myself, but the way the game and humans look at me, how did that make you feel to realize like, wow, I'm not doing nothing different, but everybody's looking at me for the culture?
Obviously, it's an honor.
It's a fact.
First and foremost, that's an honor. I need to be the example of it's okay.
To be me.
Yeah, like it's okay. When I played, like you know, I remember Kobe saying, "Y'all better be glad he ain't 6'6". You know what I mean? Do I wish I could be taller? Do I wish I could have more muscles? Do I wish, you know what I mean? Do I wish I had more money? Do I wish? Yes.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? But like you blessed to be
who we are.
You. Man, that's a gift.
So let's go into, like I said, all these different cultural moments in hip hop is, you know, you was, I think before people knew your love, if they didn't know you even listened to hip hop, they could see it on you. Mm-hmm. You know, when you walked in the game, the building, it was, hip hop was just there.
Look like hip hop.
You is hip hop. You was the first definition of hip hop in sports. Just talk about, I mean, because a lot of people, you know, even you was an MC, you know, you was an MC too.
That what you want to call it?
I mean, you
that was one of my most embarrassing moments. For real. Like when I look back on it, like, and then motherfuckers like, I go somewhere and they'll try to play it, and I'd be so embarrassed, like, yo, cut that shit off, man. Like, you know what I mean? Let Jason do that, man. You know what I mean? Like,
he said, I don't know what I was thinking about.
That ain't, man, he gave me a lot.
That's part of growing up.
Yeah, I definitely recognize it. And I did it for Ra. I did it for Ra and E. You know, they were like, they taught me. You know what I mean? Like I was doing it for them. You know what I mean? And, you know, like, and Universal was like, okay, we'll do something with you. They ain't never hear me, you know, hear me rap at all.
Yeah.
And got that deal.
Wow.
But so David Stern was like, when I did it, and he called me here, and I had to sit there
and take it.
And but I had to listen to him recite
the lyrics.
Oh, he was reading it off the page.
Yes.
He read it to you. Ooh.
Yes. I was sitting there, I was like, yo. That shit, I was so embarrassed, you know what I mean? But that ain't, you know.
It's a lesson. It's not a
yeah,
law.
it was definitely a lesson.
I mean, it's so many moments through your career, like, you know, the Slam cover today, I think it's probably the #1 cover of culture. When you think of, like, after that you go, Stephon Marbury and KG looking like a rap group. They had the chains. Theirs was before yours, I think. But when you was that your idea to take the hair out and do the Slam cover, or was that something that came? Because it seemed like you live it always, that it ain't no creative director.
Yeah, no, it was the girl that was supposed to do my hair was late. So I was like, shit, I gotta do it like this.
So it wasn't even, was it Doc?
Oh, no.
It wasn't even the Doc yet. Cause
that was fire.
See, everybody who sees that thinks it was about Doc.
No.
And because you had the Mitchell and Dr. J jersey on, right?
I mean, I was trying, you know, I thought about that part.
Okay,
like,
got you.
You know, I was like, you know, damn, I can just, I know me, you know what I mean? So I know I probably was like, man, I just do some Dr. J, you know, some Dr. J, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I know I probably was thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's a
fuck
fact.
it. You know what I mean? She ain't here. We gotta do it. So
take it out, let it do what it do.
Let's rock and roll.
Nah,
it was already out. Cause I was waiting on her to get busy.
And you just said, let's shoot it.
Yeah.
Nah, it's I mean, the list for me culturally, like being just a student of the game and culture is so many things. Literally, I think I was watching the game last night, and it's a practice commercial with like a real estate company now. Like,
yeah, I saw that.
You seen that? I said they had somebody looking like he was in BBD talking about practice.
Yeah.
Like when you, I mean, now it's way years past. Did you ever think this would be an iconic moment of an interview? Like, because now.
Hell no, I was crushed at that
That's
time.
what I'm saying, yeah.
I was like, my best friend.
Yeah, passed away.
Yeah, it
Passed
just got
away.
murdered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then like, it was supposed to be what was so hurtful. It was supposed to be a celebration, a press conference. It was Coach and Billy King, the general manager, and they were like, "Look, you ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, let's squash this shit and move forward." I'm happy as a mother.
Cool.
You know what I mean? I'm happy. Okay, let's call this press conference so I can tell my fans, I can tell the world,
I'm here.
I'm here. I ain't going nowhere.
Yep.
And when I got up there, they just kept saying stuff about, like, this ain't what we here for.
Well, yeah.
Like, but they kept talking.
They kept going down that lane.
Third about practice, and I wish I could have had an opportunity to, cause my PR people, Karen, shout out to Karen, I love you. She was telling me, like, come on, man, you know what I mean? And I was like, nah, I ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? And I wish I could have had the opportunity to respond the way I really wanted to respond instead of being emotional, you know what I mean? But I would have been like, yo, how the f can I not practice
Right, yeah.
and be who I
Who
am?
I am, yeah.
Like, how do you become,
Great, without practice.
like, are you serious? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, all right.
There's no way y'all
And
can,
I just reacted. I was just so, cause it was supposed to be it's like, you're supposed to be a great moment, and then it turned into,
went left.
yeah.
It's just a testament to who you are, that you never run from an emotion or being who you
Hell
are.
no.
But think about how many people don't do that.
That's them.
Yeah, it's a fact.
That's them. I mean, I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. That's them.
Yep.
Like we've been talking about all this time. Be you.
You.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. If you don't show emotions, then okay. I mean, that ain't no knock on your character.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, man, I love hard. I'm passionate. You know what I mean about
What you love.
what I love, and I know how hard it is. It's hard being a damn superstar. So imagine being someone that's not.
So when you look at all these things that like we just discussed, and all these cultural and all these different tent poles and pillars, and you see where the league is at now culturally, what do you think how much the league has grown? Like now you see the fashions on a whole nother level. The music, now there's DJs in the arenas. It's the Paris Fashion Week before the game. Like, you know, when you look at how much the league has grown culturally.
When you look at a lot of the things
banned,
they find you and
ridiculed
you for that now became a thing. How do you feel about
Become
The
that?
ass whooping was worth it. The ass whooping that I took was worth it.
Wow.
Somebody had to do it.
Somebody had to think. Yeah,
Just for everybody to be themselves, everybody to feel comfortable in their own skin.
it's a fact.
I took the ass whooping for it, and for you to acknowledge it, that means something to me. Like, it's an honor for somebody to think of you like that.
On that level.
You know what I mean? It's like, yo.
It's an honor.
You know what I mean? It's a super honor. It's dope. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And it's just being drafted. But then all of the shit that come with it is just icing on the cake. All you can just say is, you know, man, thank you.
Like,
you know, thank you, God.
When it's all said and done, man, this the last one we got, man, is when the words of you want your legacy to be, what is that? Like, if to the world, like.
I just tried to be the best me. The best version of me. I just tried to be the best version of me. Gave it all I had to be me and be a better me. That's it.
The starting five.